Hey guys! I know it's been a while since you've seen me, and this being the first video I've recorded in 2025, even though it's now 11 days into 2025. And, yeah, the year's pretty much starting off the exact way I think we all kind of thought it would. But, the reason I haven't been uploading that this month is because, well, I didn't really know what to talk about. Nothing I've seen has really popped out enough to make me want to record a video to talk. No, that will change. I do plan on recording a lot more in 2025. Obviously not off to a good start 11 days in. But like, I didn't know what to talk about since I haven't found anything like worth talking about until tonight. One of my DVDs that I have in my collection is Superman Shazam: The Return of Black Adam, and that is a kind of a short. I think it's only a few minutes, like barely over 15 minutes, I believe, maybe 20. But it's not just that; it's a compilation of at least 4 like showcases. It's Shazam, Green Arrow, the Spectre, and Jonah Hex. But the one I'm talking about in very specific, and this is definitely, I'll call this Cringe of the Month because God damn it needs it. This probably also won't be the first time I might talk about this character now, since I'm going to find any kind of merchandise I can on this guy. This is a character that was created by, I think, Jerry Siegel, who was a mastermind of creating a lot of characters. And, Brian Lee Bailey, something like that. Debuted in February of 1940. His name? The Spectre. No, I only know about the Spectre majority from this DC showcase, where it just looks like he is a ghost of vengeance kind of character, like an anti-hero, because obviously he kills. I should say, obviously, for people who don't know, this character kills a lot of people in this movie. So I thought he was like a Punisher or maybe like a Moon Knight kind of cat. No. And just know, this is a character we will never see in the new DCU. Never. As much as people will want him to be, or would want him to be, that know about the Spectre, yeah, he's never coming to the DCU. And I'll tell you why. If people just got pissed at Marvel for the fucking Marvel Jesus joke, they're gonna have heart attacks on the Spectre. The Spectre's origin is that he's a guy who assisted fucking Alistair Morningstar, I believe his name is, or whatever the hell, in resistance against God or something like that. Literally, his origin is on fucking opposing God. I read this, he was thought to be his own entity until the death of Jesus. This is real. One of his weaknesses is a blade, the spear of destiny, because it was soaked in the blood of Jesus Christ. This character's insane. I love it. There are references to the book of Genesis, the book of Jericho. So many, the crucifixion of Jesus Christ is in this origin. More books of the fucking Bible are in this origin. Because he's the fucking wrath of God. That's the Spectre. You think the Ghost Rider in the fucking Marvel is bad? I'd rather take the Ghost Rider. He just burned my soul and sent me to hell. The Spectre is like a Freddy Krueger motherfucker. He would kill you in an ironic, fucking masochistic. In the showcase, he has a guy who works on like stage props and puppeteering. His puppets kill him. A guy who's just driving his car, his own car kills him. And the main twist of he has this bitch get killed by her own money, paper cutting her to death in a tornado of money. What the fuck? I need to find books on this guy. I need to have Spectre books in my hand and in those long boxes. This is so insane. So again, if people got pissed at Deadpool for calling himself Marvel Jesus, what the fuck are people gonna think when it's the actual wrath of God coming at people? This is definitely one of the shortest Cringe of the month because I can't really talk about this. I've never read anything for the Spectre. I don't really know anything aside from what I've read on Wikipedia about the character. Hell, frickin' Hal Jordan was the Spectre at one point on a redemption arc after what happened when he was possessed by Parallax. This is the most insane. And he's also apparently omnipotent, or however the hell you pronounce it, where he can basically do fucking anything. So he's one of the most powerful characters ever created. He's on the level of magic as Dr. Fate and Constantine. I would dare say he's more powerful than Doctor Strange, which I think they also fucking said in Wikipedia. He's on the levels of the Lords of Order, which is what controls Dr. Fate's helmet. This dude is insane. They basically said, hey, let's make a religious superhero, but just fucking give him everything. And make him a badass that's also a freaking fallen angel sent to hell who asked for forgiveness and was given it, but his memories in life was forgotten. And now he's God's fucking hellhound of vengeance. I want a movie on this guy, but I know it's never gonna happen. If you have any chance, find anything from the Spectre. He was in Crisis on Infinite Earths, which I think is the biggest show he'll be on. I think he was also, I read that he was in the Arrowverse. He did have an episode cameo in Arrow, but I don't really trust it because, okay, off topic. Also who appeared in Arrowverse was the Music Meister. One of the best original characters made from Batman Brave and the Bold. And they made him just a very piss-poor version of himself. Also speaking, just one quick thing about the Arrowverse. Fuck Iris. There were so many... I would have rather seen that version of Barry get with their version of Supergirl, actually. They had more chemistry. Hell, put him with Caitlyn, for God's sake. There's another thing with Spider-Man. There were much better relationships that could have happened, but they were set on the one that they thought we were going to like. With Spider-Man, it's Mary Jane from anything. Even though there are much better women that he can be with. As I've said many times in videos, I am a shipper of Peter Parker with Felicia Hardy, Spider-Man with the Black Cat. So he doesn't have to worry about dumbass in distress. And also making Mary Jane a superhero, I get it, but also that ruins kind of what she's supposed to be. Mary Jane, as much as I don't like her, she's supposed to be the anchor for Peter to not fully give up being Spider-Man. Or some stupid shit like that. She's supposed to be an anchor to him wanting to live a normal life. Making Mary Jane a superhero completely kind of fucks that up. And okay, I'll just stick with whenever I think of Mary Jane, I think of the freaking problematic version from the animated series. But then there's the other ship. I'll make this little side point very quick because I can't really talk much about the Spectre because I don't know anything about him except the freak out in the beginning of the video. With Spectacular Spider-Man, there was Peter Parker and Gwen Stacy. Not as toxic as 90s animated series Peter Parker and Mary Jane, but just not a favorite of mine. I much preferred, again, Black Cat. But I also like Peter with Liz. I feel like they could have done a lot more with that couple if they were allowed to expand on it. If they're allowed to do other stuff with that couple instead of it just being Peter's the accidental shit boyfriend, even though he's trying. I don't know. There's so many things that they could have done, but they just didn't do. Anyway, there's not much to say except I'll see you in the next video, and I promise I'll actually have a structure to the fuck I'm talking about.